Zeno P.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sarah here, aka Zeno P. I film about faith, beauty, and lifestyle. If you're seeing me for the first time, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So today I want to talk about how to stay sane with everything going on here. So I've blogged this a while ago on my website. I wrote an article about it. If you do not know that I write articles on my blog, I'll just leave a link in the description box so that you can check it out. But I just decided to talk about it today. And this part of what I'll be doing on this channel, I'll be going over some of my older post on the blog, and I just want to discuss it here. Some people love to read, some love to listen, some love to watch, and whichever one you are, it gets the information across to you. And so I don't want this to be too serious. Let's chit chat about it. Grab a snack, grab your popcorn, grab a drink, and let this video be chilled. Okay, let's get into it. It's not going to, I hope it doesn't bore you. If you see me looking down, I have my notes here, so I'm just trying so that I don't take too much of your time and we just hit the nail on the, you get it? That's the point. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is not news. This is not new. The insecurity going on in our dear country, Nigeria, or UAR. It's no news, and it's getting worse by the day, especially if you live in the north. I happen to live in Kaduna State, and it's not funny. There's a lot of panic, a lot of fear in the hearts of people, and everybody is just trying to be watchful, trying to be vigilant. And the truth of the matter is that it's not in your hands. It's not in your hands, and a lot of people have the fear of what's next or who's next. You get that kind of thing. And if you happen to live around Kaduna South area, you hear rumors like, oh, they served this community later, they served this part of the state later that they are coming. It might be rumor, it might be true, nobody knows, but then the fear is there. Just to backtrack a little, last year 2020, when this whole pandemic started, there was a lot of fear in the hearts of people, and it really messed up with the minds and the mental health of many of us, and not excluding myself. So I hope you can relate. I don't know, a lot of people were very strong throughout the whole thing. We thank God for you. But for others, it was not even funny, and we couldn't just wait for the end of it. Too many anxiousness, many developed severe sicknesses from it. And I wrote something about that, how the lockdown really affected people in different ways they did not even expect. Things happened and you did not even know you were capable of such things. Many people got abusive, many people like just got depressed, you understand? And it's happening now in another dimension. These things, whether we like it or not, messes up with the mental health of people. It shakes up your entire being, it shakes up your life in general. You're having to adjust to a new setting. And this vlog is not just to encourage, it's just to let you know that you can still stay sane. You can still be okay. It doesn't mean because you're not affected. We're affected whichever way. If you think you're not affected, you're affected. If your brother is affected, you're affected. I happen to even know people personally that have been affected by this whole banditry, kidnapping of a thing. And let's just get into the points. We'll discuss more about it. I just feel like this intro is getting long, so let's get to the first point. Number one, think positive. I know this cannot be overemphasized. You've heard a lot of people say it, oh, it sounds like a motivational speech. You can call it what you want, but there's power of positive thinking. And if you have to always think about everything going on around you every single day of your life, you're in front of the news watching it, you're in the midst of people talking about it, the truth is you get caught up, and then you just find yourself constantly being sad. And The way around this is to position your mind, which is hard. You can start gradually. You can just start by making positive affirmations every day. Telling yourself, okay, evil will not come my way today. I'm protected. I am preserved. Like, just begin to think in a positive manner. Don't just start saying, oh, will it be my turn? When will it be the turn of my vicinity? No, just try to position it's hard because the way the mind works is actually a battlefield. It's the negative that want to stay put. It's the negative that want to run through. But you just have to try, make conscious effort to always think positive, always, and not just thinking now. Positive affirmation, say it out. You can stand in front of your mirror in the morning and say, oh, I will not be disturbed by the evil doings going on around me. I'm going to think about the happy times. I'm going to think about all the good times. You understand? Things like that. It really do work. It really do help when you think positive and you speak positive. Okay. Then the second point is to pray. If you don't want to hear this, I don't know what you want to hear, because you have to pray. As an individual, you can't survive without prayers. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, we've been praying. You actually do not know what or the amount of evil that has been averted because you've been praying. And now is not even the time to stop. Rather, you should intensify. You should pray harder. And I've heard people say, oh, the problem with Nigerians is that instead of acting, they just pray. That's the difference. Believe me, that's what differentiates us from other countries. We still have that God factor, and nobody should let that God factor go away. You should always stay in place of prayer. Pray for your nation, pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray for your friends, not just you. If it affects your friend, it affects you. If it affects your significant other, it affects you. If it affects your family, it affects you. Nobody's an island. So you pray for God to preserve you, pray for God to protect you, you pray for the leaders, pray for wisdom. Pray for your leaders. No matter what happens, God controls everybody. He can use anything and anyone. So don't say, oh, because of this, because I won't pray. Pray. That's just it. Keep praying. In your closet, wherever you find yourself, you don't have to lock yourself up or stand in the middle of the... Pray in your heart. When you're walking, you're praying. When you're doing whatever you're doing, make sure you're always praying. It goes a long way. We do not know these things. Okay? Now, the third one is the right company. I heard it over and over again. Evil communication corrupts good manners. It did do corrupt good manners. If you think you're too strong, you cannot be influenced, you're the life of the party, you're the one that called the shot, big ups for you. But there's nobody that cannot be influenced. It doesn't happen overnight. But yes, you can be negatively influenced. And when you find yourself in the midst of people that are constantly talking about all these things happening, yes, it's good to share information. You have to know what's going on around you. But you can't always talk about the same thing. It plays with your mind. You see this mind? It's very funny. Very, very funny. So you need to surround yourself, especially if you're someone that is prone to being depressed, prone to worry a lot. If you're a worrier, you have to watch your company. You can't be friends with everybody. You can't hang out with everybody. You just have to be very deliberate about who you hang out with and what you discuss. Okay? Keep yourself away from negative energy. You have to keep yourself away from negative energy. It can even be your family. It mustn't be your friends alone. You see that your family are always talking about, oh, this part, they came here. Do you know how many people they kill? Some people even derive pleasure talking about all these things. They exaggerate the numbers just to create fear, create scare. And it's not nice. You just have to take yourself away from it. Get the information, okay? Know how to be vigilant and the rest of it. But that shouldn't be all you're talking about. You start getting scared. And nobody thinks true. Nobody thinks right in fear. So the goal is to surround yourself with people that are still, you know, in the midst of all of these things happening, people are still making progress. The world did not stop. Your boss at work did not stop you from coming to work. Children are still going to school. People are still getting married. You can't be stuck in one spot, scared not making the most out of your life. While you're watchful, while you're prayerful, while you think positive, you have to be on the move. Okay, so surround yourself with like minds, people that will motivate you, people that give you good info, that will push you to be the best version of yourself. Do you know about this person, what this person just achieved? Do you know about this new seminar? Do you know that you can take new courses? You understand? Those are the kind of people you should mingle. People that make you laugh too. It's not all time serious. People that make you laugh. Some people just one sentence and everybody is all laughing. They're gassing everybody up. Please, you should be happy, you should laugh, you should be cheerful, okay? Now, the fourth point is to minimize your social media watch time. Now, if you're always on social media and all you do is see Insta blog, gossip mail, all the latest gist and news, all the bad news, please, I'll still go back to the lockdown because I don't just want to talk, I want to relate this to myself and use myself as an example. During the lockdown, the news was all over. Okay, in Italy, the numbers were increasing. Nigeria, this one, like, I was just worried and I just had to sit down and mute, unfollow most of the social media handles. Like, I had to. Whenever I see a COVID advertisement, I block it. Like, it's just so that when I go into social media, the first thing I see is not new numbers. You get? That's it. Excuse me. So you have to try as much as possible to mute most of these pages that are always carrying this news. Anything that you don't want to hear, you don't see. You don't watch what you don't want. So mute it. If you have a friend that is always posting stuff, please unfollow them temporarily. I think there's an action on social media where you don't even have to block, but you can just limit the posts of the person. You can limit the number of posts you see from that person. Do that. It helps you to stay sane. Honestly, you can. Social media is a place where people go to forget, to take themselves out of this reality. So you should see happy people. You should see what you love. If you're someone that loves beauty, you should see the new makeup routine. If you're someone that loves fashion, you should see the new fashion style. You get, if you're somebody that loves art, look for people that inspire you towards your craft. You should not just be there and everything is just sad gossip. There are a lot of pages. I don't know if that's how they derive their traffic, just by carrying bad news. I don't read. Honestly, I don't read. I don't want to know the latest bad news. I don't want to know the latest husband snatcher. I don't want to know the latest like, you understand, you know, the things that trend on social media. I'm not just talking about this banditry thing alone. Mind check. Mental health check. Anything you don't want, you don't watch. So take it out. You get? So the last thing I would say is to be vigilant. Okay, you can't just say, oh, you think positive, you keep the right company, you profess positive, you pray, you minimize negative social media energy, and you will be vigilant. Everybody, while you pray, you watch. You watch and you pray. So try to be security conscious. Please, when you go out, do not stay out late. We've seen a lot of circulars go by, and then the advice, you have to keep to this advice. Don't stay out late. If you're driving, use your rear view to watch the cars or the people following you. A lot of people have escaped death and kidnapped from being vigilant. So why can't you be vigilant? Don't just live your life like that. Go out, come back, leave your gate ajar, leave your door ajar. Please shut them, lock it, okay? And while we pray to God, and we have to be vigilant, try to protect ourselves. All right? Yes, so come to the end of this video. These are just my few tips on how to stay sane in these hard times, in these troubled times, and it will pass. I always believe that there's nothing that has a beginning that doesn't have an end. There's an end to everything, and an end will come. There was a time in our country, Nigeria, where we thought the whole country was going to get exploded by bomb, and today it's a thing of the past. Everybody is saying it's getting worse, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always something good happening. So look on the brighter side. Look on the positive side. And I trust God to help you. So if you have more points, if you have more tips to share on how to stay sane, how to keep your mental health in check, please leave it in the comments. I do appreciate it. I'll be in the comments replying, and other people will want to see your thoughts and hear what you have to say. Everyone has something to say, of course. Okay, this is the point where I indulge you. If you've enjoyed this video up until this point, so please like, help me get my views up by sharing it with your friends. Help share with that worried friend of yours, that warrior. To go a really long way to help them, and they will thank you for it. Instead of just telling them, calm down now, why you worry, waiting they worry you, smile now. You can do well to share this video. You get. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Stay blessed.
Zeno P.